Hey, it's been a while and I wanted to give another update. So, yesterday I was officially 2 months post op from my very first stage one phalloplasty surgery with Dr. Farmer. And I'm finally at the point where I'm feeling that normalcy that I hoped. Um, I go back to work in 5 days, so I'm pretty nervous about that, partially because I'm starting at a new school and just not exactly sure what to expect. But from what I gathered so far is that I should be able to keep up and do all the things that I need to do. I'm just a little worried about my energy level just because I haven't really pushed myself too far. I've been trying while I'm at home to do more things around the house. I started driving again about a week and a half ago, so getting more comfortable on the road and going out and doing, short errands on my own, which has been really nice to actually have the freedom to just rely on myself. Um, Pain wise, I've been pretty much pain free since, again, about a week and a half ago. I stopped taking pain medicine a few days before I started driving to make sure it got completely out of my system. The skin graft surgery was probably the most painful surgery that I experienced. It was just the surface level like pain. I don't know, something about it. I just couldn't. There were many times where I couldn't kick that pain, even with taking 10 milligrams of oxycodone and then rotating the ibuprofen and the Tylenol. I even tried to do some like marijuana, which I don't do a whole lot, but to see if that would help me. So, and it did help me a little bit, yeah, I think. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of say that. I didn't want to pass over that, but eventually the xeroform came off my leg, little bits at a time. It was kind of like a chunk of like a big like yellow piece of xeroform on my leg, and as it heals, the xeroform starts kind of peeling off. So what you do is you kind of trim it where it's peeling, and then that actually kind of activates it then to want to peel on other spots. I had to keep that covered while I was showering or doing anything around water, but it did eventually peel off, and it felt really amazing to have that all gone. I think that was about a week ago. So now my leg is like really red, and it can be really itchy as well. So I've kind of had to still take like some Benadryl or Claritin just to like help with the anti-itching, or I also am just trying to like use lotion as much as possible. I'm not typically very good at moisturizing, but going through this process, my skin has had a heyday. So uh, that's been kind of helping with that relief. But again, like I'm pretty much pain free. I have my arm still wrapped. It's supposed to be, my next appointment is Monday with Dr. Farmer, and I'm hoping by then be able to have that off. The good thing about this is that I can change it on my own, or my wife helps me. I usually do it every day or every other day. But when I'm in the shower, like I can have water hit this area, which at first really freaks me out because it's like gross looking, and I was afraid my skin was gonna fall off. But like as long as you're not like scrubbing it or exfoliating, like it should be good. So just being able to be in the shower without a million restrictions like is just so like you just take that stuff for granted. So I'm looking forward to hopefully having this off. I've been discharged from at-home nurse care now for about a week as well. uh, no offense to them, but it's nice to not have anybody like needing to schedule and come check in on you. um, what else? Oh, just when I get this off, it's still looking like pretty rough. Like it is finally like here on the edges. I don't want to show too much, but like healing. But then there's like a lot of areas, especially underneath, where like because the wound vac maybe didn't have a perfect suction or just whatever it is, like it's kind of like bumpy and it's still like actively bleeding. So I'm not for sure what's going to happen on Monday, but my surgeon said that I would have just start wearing like a silicone sleeve for an amount of time and then start up some like hand therapy to kind of rebuild strength. So that is one thing that I did want to share is that I didn't really realize it in the moment, but now that I've been feeling better and I'm more with it, trying to do things, I have lost so much muscle. I have actually lost about 15 pounds since my surgery. So that was uh, nine, uh, well, I cannot do math right now, about 8.5 weeks ago, 2 months. That's what I said at the beginning of the video. But pretty much like I've been eating, like there were periods of times where I've lost my appetite just because I felt so sick, and that was mainly when I had my infection. But I've lost so much muscle in like my chest area and in my arms, and I know it's there because when I put on shirts, like they used like some shirts were like getting the point where I'm like, I need to donate this, it's getting too tight, and now it's like loose again. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but it makes sense. I've been so sedentary. So I know I'll regain strength. I know it's going to be a while still for me to like be able to work out. But if anything, I'll just pick up some strength from doing everyday activities again. So that was a little bit of an unexpected. I just didn't expect to like lose like all of my muscle that quickly. I feel like my body looks more like it did when I first started T. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. This is already a long video, so I don't want to ramble on too long. I plan to make a few other videos about my experience, some like malpractice that I experienced, and some videos about like different things that I used around the house to help me, because there were a lot of things that I didn't realize I could use that were really useful. So probably do another update as well. But now that I'm feeling better, I'm not here as much. But like always, feel free to shoot me a message, or if you want to chat, ask questions, we can do that. All right, bye.